Hello, everyone. Have you ever heard about nursery programs that are set up for pregnant inmates to care for their child? In the U.S., only 9 states have these programs set up. In fact, they're actually growing, and within the past 5 years, 4 were created. The percentage of women who are incarcerated has increased over the past 3 decades. How is someone supposed to be punished if they're able to care for a child in jail and they're given all the freedom and responsibility? So why is this posing a risk? Well, first off, it's endangering the well-being of the child, and also it's affecting taxpayers. So first off, the rooms are set up in the program to feel homey. They have a 10 by 10 room that consists of having their own bed, a crib, a bassinet, a rocking chair, a storage bin, and also a metal locker. They're given supplies for the baby, like their formula, their wipes, their diapers, and their clothes, and other necessary baby products. You might ask yourself, how are they getting all these supplies? Well, it's provided to them for free, which means us, the taxpayers, are paying for it. So the typical day that goes on at the nursery, the women wake up and they have to bring their child to a child development center at 7 a.m. and they stay there till 3 p.m. And while the child's in a child development center, the mother goes to educational classes during the day and also has a job that they have to attend at the prison. So who's paying for these children to be in a child development center? We are. So first off, when the woman takes their baby to the prison, they will go give birth at the hospital and then they bring their newborn back with them to the prison. Washington's Correction Center for Women allow a mother to keep their child with them up until 30 months, even though most are released before that time. Now, what happens once that 30 months is up and that woman still has time to do? Well, they actually have to take the child away from them and put them with a family member who decides to take the responsibility of caring for that child, or they're put into a foster care. So this just drags on for that inevitable separation of goodbye. The first months after birth are the strongest predictor of a child's emotional well-being. So this means that the infant is able to bond with their mother and makes them become more self-reliant and increases their self-esteem in the long run. I understand the whole mother-baby bond between a child and a mother, but I believe a prison is no place for a child to grow up. What happens to the child's well-being? What about childhood memories? About just being able to leave the house and go to the park? You can't do that at a jail. You're trapped in one facility and that's it. What about holidays? Will that baby's first Christmas really be taking place in a prison setting? I don't think that's right at all. They're being deprived of their childhood and their innocence is being taken away because they're being trapped behind bars. I believe these programs should not exist. It's not morally right to imprison a child. Raising a child for their first life in prison, I don't think that's right. What about all the pictures? They can't take pictures in these facilities of their child. They have to pay to get their pictures taken. They can't have a camera and just snap pictures of, oh, she just took her first steps in walking. You can't do that in a prison setting, and it's upsetting. Babies should be given to a family member that would be willing to take on the role of becoming a parent to that child, or into a temporary foster home. And when the women are released and they can prove that they can be a fit mother, I believe they should be able to have their children back. So I visualize that these programs should not exist. The baby should be provided with a safe environment outside of a prison, and they should be taken in by a family member. So I believe that all of you should put your own feelings into perspective and look at the big picture. As the pros and cons, yeah, there's pros. The mother is able to bond with her child, but the cons outweigh the pros. I do not believe it's right to imprison a child and take away their innocence.